Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This is where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, including news today that it's mostly about Cyprus. Over the weekend, the EU and the IMF agreed to bail out the country who is the smallest Eurozone member, but only if it imposed a haircut on depositors' funds in its banks. This has started a panic in the country with an attempted bank run and ignited fears amongst bondholders and general depositors in other countries. Actually, the Cypriots have yet to agree these haircut terms and have delayed a parliamentary vote to try and let the anger subside somewhat. It may not go as the authorities want. Cyprus could actually vote to leave the euro. All this is relevant to us because the Cypriot haircut, or tax if you like, is a similar policy to what the Reserve Bank here has adopted in its open bank resolution policy. If a New Zealand bank fails, how happy would you be to have some of your deposit taken to support the bailout? It's the opposite of deposit insurance. In Cyprus, the haircut is 6.7% for balances up to €100,000 and 9.9% for balances above that level. Complicating the Cyprus situation is that Cyprus banks hold assets far in excess of the country's GDP, 900% of it in fact. Some of the very big depositors are Russians, and there are question marks about how legit these funds are. The EU and Germany in particular have no stomach to bail out Russian investors without them paying, and the locals are caught up in the tangle. In other news, US home building rose in February. The Chinese leadership is moving fast to free up their financial system. Australia is facing up to a massive hit to its government revenues, which could push it deep into deficit in coming years. And Bill English has warned we face the same because of the impacts of the drought. Later this week, we get to learn fourth quarter 2012 GDP and current account data and find out whether our overseas debt levels will continue their steady improvement. The Kiwi dollar starts the week higher at 82.7 US cents, 79.5 Aussie cents, and the TWI is at 75.9. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.